Hit Season 2.
To be here watching the greatest game on earth. I can't actually say that.
MC Boss Toss.
Oh boy.
Here he is.
Oh man, he's gonna be coming out. Look at those average kills, man. 1.5. This guy's a monster.
It's pretty unbelievable to have that kind of a kill score, but that is only, you know, because he's new to Pro League, right? He's been doing pretty well so far in the playoffs. And,
I think one of his first competitive matches, he took out like Zest in Pro League, and I'm just like, wait a second, that doesn't happen. It's actually on one of like Zest's worst maps, so there's a lot of mitigating statistics. But man, Cure knows what MC, he saw what he did to his friends yesterday. He's got to try to come out tonight in a TVP.
This is going to be on Dusk Towers. No, okay, that's wrong. I was like, maybe my sheet is wrong, but the player actually here said that the map is wrong. So
that is in fact
we're gonna
correct.
have to get to the new map here.
It's gonna be Frost coming up for the match. Up next, did have a little bit of a false start, but coming into our next game, you can just see how close the votes are. 55% for Jin Air. If you guys want to sway that vote, head on over to Twitter and hashtag JAGWin or hashtag CJWin if you guys are rooting for the Boss Toss. Let your friends know that MC is back. We're kind of back in time. MC's winning tournaments again.
Comes out of streamer/retirement, and he's like, yeah, I'm back, boys.
This is like when Top comes back from just streaming to play.
Yeah. Let's get him back. Let's get everybody back. Hongan, Genius, all these great guys.
Man, where's the Wera clan? They're coming back, man.
Celaware's going to start playing again.
He's a Stop Coaching League, and here we go, getting into our next match on Frost. MC.
Down here in the bottom right, in the green, the Terran player, it is Cure.
That one guy, I forgot to say his name before we got into the game. And in the upper left side of Frost is going to be the Boss Toss. It's MC.
Welcome, boss.
It's like welcome back, but welcome, boss. And a very welcome side for CJ fans out there after his 3-kill to finish the day versus the Afrika Freaks yesterday. Now coming out maybe as their last player, if he can have a repeat performance, although he's only going to have to win 2 games. The first one here against Cure.
Kind of funny that both times today, or both days for Pro League, they've used the same lineup in the same order. Hero, Bunny, MC, and probably going to be Bjall.
Oh yeah, we got a party going on in the back. Some big fans. It's actually interesting. Every single CJ game, there's this one guy that sits in the front, and anytime anything happens that's good for CJ, he just actually goes insane. I remember when they had that like narrow win against SKT to squeak into the Pro League playoffs. He was like running up and down the aisles.
He was.
That's like the best thing. If you guys ever get a chance to come down to South Korea, come on over to the Nexon Arena, because it's actually just a completely different experience. Turns out real people are better than Twitch chat.
Yeah, who would have thought, Rapid? Who would have thought? Certainly not me.
Oh man, that's a controversial opinion, man. I'm getting an angry Reddit thread about that.
Oh yeah. I can't believe you said Twitch chat was
new guy?
bad.
Go back to that other esport. But we're going to stay back in this one, and it does look like we've got some adventuring out of the map, although a successful probe scout finally, as MC will find a base. It's here.
This is interesting. I think he must have gone CC first on the low ground, so very greedy here from Kira, but he's going to follow that up with 3 racks. And we'll see how MC wants to deal with this. Is he going to get any bit aggressive, or is he just going to sit back, maybe take an earlier third base? These guys are at cross spawn, so maybe he will just take the more passive approach, but that's not generally MC's MO. Like, he comes into games and he's like, okay, I'm going to kill him. It's like, how do I kill him this time? Okay, this way. I'm gonna kill him.
MC like super reliable. Like it's never like he never worries about the win condition. Like it's always there. He's like, I actually just killed the guy. Kind of feels like what it would be like to fight MC in real life. It's just like, well, I actually just kill you. I am not a nerd capable.
Not thinking about this too much. I'm just gonna kill you.
Yeah. Kind of just happens. Everybody calls these cross spawns. These are actually radially symmetric spawns.
What?
It means, you know, there's dorsal symmetry, ventral symmetry, like depending on when you fold it, hamburger or hot dog, and then radial symmetry is when you rotate it and it's the same.
Whoa.
Yeah, man. That's actually a big map design tenet when you see Starcraft maps. A lot of those like 3-player maps that were used way back in the day were radially symmetric, so you could spin them, they'd be the same.
Okay. We're learning new stuff here at the cast, bringing Rapid over.
Man.
This is interesting.
All those tens of thousands of dollars I wasted on education, finally useful.
Radial symmetry, okay.
All right, well, we got some...
radial symmetric spawns? Is that the way to? Is that the correct way to say it?
Radially, yeah.
Radially symmetric spawns, okay.
Radial, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. Well, we have seen a very, no proxies. I mean, it's a big map. A lot of times you will see some of those sneaky Protoss players out there trying to proxy. MC, I think, tried to proxy yesterday, but he like scouted out someone proxying against him. I think it was Super in their last match. And he's like, oh, no, man, I can actually just kill you. But we do have some additional shenaniganry coming out. Warp Prism on the way.
Yeah, and Warp Prism speed. It's going to be Disruptor Tech here for MC. We said that before, like, he kind of finds the win condition, and he's like, yep, I'm going to do that. I'm going to kill him. And for some reason, this is the win condition. I wonder if it's like he's thinking,
wait,
okay,
there's already a turret up. Wow.
This is interesting. Like, he's gonna have a lot of Marines, and Stim is gonna be later because of his build. So maybe I can get my Disruptor in position to hit all of his Marines. Maybe that's the idea here. I mean, I really want to see what he does with this. Is this just for harass, or does he really want to get in there and kill a bunch of Marines?
Well, Disruptor drops actually work pretty well when there are turrets set up. You can just drop where there's not turrets and send the Purification Nova on over. He is going to be flying right into a turret, though, so he will have to watch out for that as he makes his way across the map. And you can see maybe Cure thinks that something's up here. He's got an early turret, a bunker at the front behind a very strong wall in.
Yeah, it's basically just the safest play ever. He's like, okay, I went for the CC first, the greediest build, so now I'm going to do everything that stops everything.
And he does fly right into that turret. He's going to avoid it. Drops down. There's the Purification Nova. Only 4 SCVs. I actually think he could have maybe flown a little bit further in there.
Could have got like 5 or 6, but more importantly, I mean, Curie, he's just not watching. You know, he's like, oh, some free kills there. Everything gets away. And here we go. Okay.
The gateway explosion, Valdez.
He's like, I killed 4 SCVs. Now I can kill him. This is the build.
He's like, oh, well, that's really all I needed. Like, I needed exactly those to win. Oh my god, it's 4 SCVs. 4 more to be, in fact. And dropping Marines out here very low.
That's why you need the speed.
Why do Warp Prisms have so much HP, man? Definitely need to see that nerfed.
Well, they used to be paper airplanes.
That is true. Now they're like
they
balsa
still kind
wood
of
airplanes.
are. They only have 200 health, but Kira just not able to get on top of that, unfortunately. And with the speed, it was really nice. And now he's going to have 2, and he's following up with the Colossus. And he's not making any more probes, guys. He is going to go all in here.
Yeah, there's no more expansions, no more additional bases.
He doesn't expand, he kills people.
Yeah, man. He expands into their base with his army.
Yeah, exactly.
That's MC expands. And unfortunately for Kira, he's going to be spending 400... Wait, what? Okay, that's actually a medevac loading up. I was like, wait a second. That's not a base being built.
Well, he is making a 3rd base, too. So he's going to have both of those on the way here.
How well are these drops going to go? A pylon will spot it out, and he's going to be right on top of the tech, although MC, like you said, he's already about to kill the guy. He's going to lose so much of his base, though.
He's going to rely only on overcharges and a couple of warp-ins, it seems. And he's like, no, I need to hit this timing. This is when you kill. Maybe another Protoss would hesitate and go back and defend, but MC's like, no, why would I do that?
He's going to at least get a cancel here on this 3rd coming up for Kieran. Yeah, there it is, the cancel. No SCV, you can't mine those minerals. Slow Colossus running right across the map, but this is so much Protoss and not a lot of Terran. Could this be a base trade? There's a lot of green troops across the map. He might be trying to come around in for a flank, but no, he's actually just going for it. But a huge pylon wall with plenty of overcharges.
Look at all these Stalkers too. He's got so much stuff over here to defend, and there's nothing at the base of Kieran to defend at all.
Oh man, lifting the second, and what's that? Photon overcharge. It's a pretty good ability. When just pylons are stopping you from winning the game, well, that's how you know they're pretty good. Now, double window mines burrowed here. You can see 2 more coming out, so it might be difficult to push in, but oh man, actually forced to pull probes off.
Mothership Core, no energy left, I suppose. Disruptor Shot's going to come in here, and he's going to try to break the ramp. There are a couple of Liberators
up, and will that force him back? MC is pushed back, and he might actually just lose his natural too.
I think he's going to lose this one, actually. It looked great for MC, but Kier set up a great defense in the main, and I don't think that MC can break that
Liberator wall.
And he can't defend at home either, whereas Kier can. So he's still producing. Still mining here. He's going to be mining for longer than MC.
Man, the theme of today's games, Marines Marauders are pretty good units. Blinking into the base, though, dropping the Disruptors as well. How good are these Purification Novas? It looks like not very is the answer for that one. Liberators actually do unsiege, but I think there's plenty of bio here for Cure.
Just enough. Nice micro there, pulling that Colossus back, but it's just not going to matter. Too much Terran, and the boss toss is going to be curbed tonight.
Man, yeah, losing his natural nexus.
GG Cure.
Jin Air.
Showing up big tonight, getting 2 wins in a row.
All right, and I didn't actually expect him to be the big guy on the front page for Jin Air Green Wings, but who's that Maru guy, man? It's all about that Cure hype right now.
Seriously, taking out MC, especially after yesterday where MC was able to get 3 kills. MC was looking like the big man on campus, right? That everybody needed to be worried about, but Cure's like, nah. I'll just defend, it's whatever, I know what I'm doing.
And if this were the regular season for Pro League, we'd be done now. But we are actually going to go to at least one more game, one more chance for CJ to try to pull it back after their MCA's card kind of falls a little flat.
Yeah, now it's kind of an awkward spot because Biel hasn't had the best 2016 so far. He hasn't been doing too well in individual leagues. He doesn't have the best record in Pro League. And I think they have to use them. I mean, who else are they going to use? They can't put in Hush now. He's 0-8, right?
I mean, this is
Ragnarok?
where I think Artosis referred to the 8 as a vertical infinity sign. This is where he turns it horizontally. He's like, I have infinite power now, and he just kills everyone. Maru's just like, I can't handle the power. But something tells me that is a somewhat unlikely timeline, Valdez. So it certainly looks good for Jin Air at this point, having taken out most of the might of the CJ roster. It's going to be up to Biol. Pull them through.
And I definitely favor Kier over Biel, or over anyone that's left on the CJ lineup. So for me, I'm like, this is like, it's pretty much done. Unless we have like a crazy upset here by one of these players. I guess if Biel wins, it's not a crazy upset. And then that would be interesting, like the Biel Maru finale. Could definitely come down to that for sure.
Could be pretty hype.
Yeah.
But you can see the discussion there with MC in the base. I feel like MC almost kind of played himself this game because he was the one that decided it's time to go, it's time to win the game. When if he had just maybe not done that, I mean, he could have at least had maybe a little bit of a more solid performance. As is, CJ backs up against the ropes. If we actually do literally have kind of ropes behind the players over off to the side.
They are back up against the ropes.
They are literally up against the ropes. We actually just have backs up against the wall for the Jin Air players. So all of those phrases, not quite as epic as they seem because it's actually just
it's actually true. Yeah. It's not even like you're making a analogy or whatever that's called.
Man, we're backs up against the chairs.
Backs up against the chairs. There you go, guys. I'm sure all you guys out at home are as well. So
no, man,
thanks for joining us.
These nerds are evolving. They're getting like standing desks.
Oh yeah,
that's the new hipster thing.
I heard some of those other casters, Tasteless and Artosis, have the standing desk.
I don't want to be standing, man.
I did that once.
I'm a slouching nerd, man. I gotta have my chairs, and these rooms are actually super comfortable as long as I don't just flail wildly and fall over in them. I think we'll be good.
Yeah. There is a missing wheel on your chair, actually, so try not to fall over. I've had a couple of close times, a couple of close moments, so Make sure you're staying steady, rapid in the middle of your chair.
We need to get a third caster just to like support us and hold up our chairs. Yeah. That's what we do with the new guys.
Carry us on our back.
Except that I'm the new guy, so I would be doing that. So let's not actually do that.
Yeah, let's do that actually.
Oh god, what have I done?
Let's fly in Wolf from Spain, and you can hold the chair.
Wolf's gonna get back from Spain, and you're gonna be like, so we've decided to innovate things here.
You just like stand in the back awkwardly without a mic. You just like have your foot underneath the wheel. You're like, that's your job.
My job is now the esports doorstop.
Yeah.
Keeping the casters safe, one chair at a time. Well, anyway, guys, let's go ahead and get into what could be our last match of today. CJ.